Hello, my name is Abby Ingram. I currently am a service coordination supervisor in a long-term services and supports program that delivers services for the Community Health Choices Waiver. My experience with families, as long as I've been a social worker, has been pretty much all the time. Initially, I worked with homeless women and children, and currently in delivering waiver services, I'm regularly dealing with family members of our participants, setting up services. Really, especially one of the big pieces is when families want to be paid caregivers for their loved ones. That's a experience that I have regularly with families, and we have to have a lot of discussions around that about what's most appropriate. As far as the basic structure of my family, I come from a pretty traditional upbringing. Mom and dad in the home. My mom and dad were married until my dad passed away. I have two older brothers. I'm the baby. I had my grandparents. My one grandfather passed away pretty early. However, I just actually had my grandmother until a couple years ago. She lived to be 93 years old. So that was kind of the structure of my family. I've, cousins, a couple aunts and uncles, not a very large family. The role in my family was always kind of, although I didn't have an unsafe family in any way, I always felt like I was the protector. If somebody looked at my mom funny at the grocery store, I didn't like that. My brother, who's the middle child, is IDD. And so I was always kind of like the little big sister and always protecting him and helping him and wanting to make sure that he was okay. So that's really the role that I played. And I think it really drove me to social work, the interactions and the experiences that I had with my brother. He's my best friend to this day. And so I continue to move forward with that helping spirit, and feel very protective over people who don't necessarily have the ability to take up for themselves. As far as any burning questions that I might have, I do. Something that I'm very interested in learning in this class is how to interact with family members who are kind of in charge of the care of their older loved ones. What I see a lot is that the family members just really kind of run over their older loved ones and, tell them things like, no, you're going to a nursing home, or no, this is the kind of care you actually need, or, all these different things and dictating to them what their choices should be. So I'd really like to get some more information and some more skills in how to work with those families and help them understand that although their family member is older and may be declining in some ways, they still have the right to make their own choices. They have a dignity of risk, and that self determination doesn't have to be positive, but that people still have the right to make those choices. So, interacting with sons and daughters and nieces and nephews and grandchildren of my older participants would definitely be an area where I'd have a lot of questions about how to really handle those interactions. I look forward to meeting everyone in class, watching your videos, and interacting with you in discussions. Thanks so much for your time, everybody. Have a great holiday weekend. Thanks. Bye bye.